Today, we're launching a three-part series on campaign promises made by both former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris.
So we'll be taking a deep dive into what the candidates have said about three critical issues: the economy, immigration, and reproductive rights. Sharon Crowley joins us now with part one, and that's the economy. Sharon.
Right. The best way to do a deep dive, of course, is go to the streets of New York and find out what New Yorkers are thinking when it comes to how they view the current state of the economy. We compare their concerns with what former President Trump and Vice President Harris are promising when it comes to improving the cost of living.
Groceries are crazy now. 2 bags of groceries for $100.
$1,500 plus for a studio, and the studio is the size of my closet, and I live in the Bronx. Yeah, unacceptable.
Prices are getting ridiculous, and I've switched where I do my shopping for food because the supermarket has gotten way overpriced.
The economy is a top issue for voters this November. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are trying to appeal to Americans with very different plans.
When it comes to the election, I think overall will be the economic policies, pocketbook issues, and, can you pay for the rent? Can you pay for your car payments? Is gasoline too high? It always comes down to mom and pop issues.
So what are the candidates promising when it comes to improving the economy?
I will create a government efficiency commission tasked with conducting a complete financial and performance audit of the entire federal government and making recommendations for drastic reforms.
Former President Trump wants to cut taxes for corporations, bring manufacturing back to the U.S., cut regulations, boost energy production, and impose more tariffs on foreign goods.
We will tax capital gains at a rate that rewards investment in America's innovators, founders, and small businesses. So here's the detail. If you earn $1 million a year or more, the tax rate on your long-term capital gains will be 28% under my plan.
Vice President Harris believes big corporations and the wealthy should pay more. She wants to give tax breaks to small businesses and entrepreneurs, including expanding the child tax credit to provide a $6,000 tax cut to families with newborn children. And if elected, she vows to give first-time home buyers $25,000 toward a down payment. Both candidates have introduced some economic policies that require congressional approval. That means just winning the election will not be enough for the next president to keep his or her promises when it comes to improving the economy. One thing is certain: the economy is an issue voters will be weighing when deciding who to send to the White House. Is this an issue that you would vote on?
Yes, I'm absolutely going to be voting towards that when it comes time to.
They're both voting issues, and I've pretty much made up my mind that I want stability and a good future.
So even though we just saw interest rates drop, New Yorkers telling me that the cost of living is still too high when it comes to everyday items, especially at the grocery store. So it's going to be up to both presidential candidates to do something to convince undecided voters that they can best handle improving the economy if elected. So it's all about the cost of groceries and rent. We heard that a lot, too.
It's all about the economy, that's for sure. So, all right, so we know we have some new information. Who do voters trust more when it comes to the economy?
Well, there's a brand new AP poll out, and guess what? Like everything else, it's a dead heat. Voters are not giving either candidate the edge so far on the economy, so they still have a lot to prove before November.
All right, Sharon, you'll be back here tomorrow.
I will.
Same time.
Sure will. We're going to talk immigration tomorrow.
Sounds good. We'll see you then. Again, Sharon will be back same time tomorrow night. We're going to talk about the candidates' promises, this time on immigration.